Here's Kane, he shoots, he scores! John Kane gets the first score of the game, and it's 1-0 New Trier. Hits it in, backhanded shot, saved by Watt. Trying to get it out, he scores! From behind the goal line. Here's a shot, he scores! John Babnick scores the power play goal, burying the wrister over the glove of Petreka, and it's 2-1 New Trier. On their first 3-on-2, Zelazny gets on Babnick, backdoor scores! John Kane with his second goal of the game. Gets through to Rose, shoots, scores! And it's 3-2, New Trier lead. Corbin backdoor scores! And it's a tie game. Strap it in, folks. St. Viator's not going anywhere. That puck, here comes Wagner. Wagner, he shoots, he scores! And Viator takes a 4-3 lead with 10:22 left in the game. St. Viator pulls the upset and wins game 1 from North Shore Ice Arena. What a game we had.
What a great hockey game, man. Wow.
The Viator bench just pops Petreka. An amazing moment. And if you thought New Trier was going to come into this SHL final and waltz to an SHL championship, you are mistaken. These Lions came to play, and they've got a chance on home ice Wednesday night to win the SHL. We are live from Mount Prospect Ice Arena for SHL Playoff Hockey on YouTube Live. Good evening, everybody, and welcome into tonight's broadcast where we have Game 2 of the SHL Final between New Trier Green and the St. Viator Lions. Alongside Taylor Ramel tonight, I am Max Anderson, and along with the rest of our great SHL crew, we'll have all the live game action for you here from Mount Prospect. In Game 1, it was St. Viator who shocked the New Trier Green Trevians, winning a 4-3 game in which at one point St. Viator was down as much as 3-1, came back, eventually a third period goal from Sean Wagner, the difference in the game and the reason St. Viator enters tonight's game leading 1-0. Taylor, Game 2 here. New Trier losing their first game in the state of Illinois since early November, only the second all season. What do they have to do tonight to get back on track and force a Game 3 tomorrow night?
They got to come out flying from the get-go. We know this Viator team. We know they got guys like Wagner. We've talked about him a million times on the broadcast this year. They can take over games. You can't take your foot off the pedal. New Trier Green made that mistake, and they paid for it dearly. You mentioned it. The second loss on an ice surface in the state of Illinois, and it came in a huge game. I have no doubt this New Trier team is angry, and they want some vengeance. So they got to come out hard. They got to play their game. We know they're a deep, skilled, and heavily talented hockey team. Come out fast, come out strong.
Just to prep you a little bit of what to expect here in the upcoming minutes. Once we're done with warm-ups tonight, it's going to be a little bit of an extended opening before the game. We're going to have the SHL awards will be announced live here on the ice, including the first and second all SHL teams, along with player and coach of the year. In addition to that, we will also have home lineups announced. That will be to the benefit of St. Viator. Finally, the national anthem before we bring you live playoff hockey here in just a minute. But Taylor, I think this New Trier team came into that game Sunday night not sure what to expect, and talking to teams, talking to coaches beforehand, clearly St. Viator came out with an edge. I don't think New Trier expected it.
Oh no, absolutely. Viator came out ready to roll. They made a comeback there deep in the game. We saw it. Trier coming off a dominant 2-game quick series against their arch rival in the state of Illinois, Loyola Academy. So they entered this series, I'm positive, you're absolutely correct, not quite sure what to expect. And that is not something you can do against this Viator team, not a team you can take lightly.
So we will step aside here for the announcements of awards, anthems, and starting lineups. action here live from Mount Prospect Ice Arena. New Trier got the opening zone face-off. They apologize for missing the first 10 seconds or so. They pulled a little switcheroo on us. They would be announcing the lineups, and then they didn't. So we'll get off on our timing, but we missed 10 seconds, nothing specific. Out comes Wozniak just out of the reach of his stick. Hart follows it up, tries to keep it in the zone. He's quickly sandwiched. Max Zelazny takes the puck away from Hart as he gingerly heads back into his own zone. Hart has had a tough playoff. He's gone down various ailments several times in games. He's puck loose to Buddington between the circles, but he couldn't handle it. Giapetta backhands the puck out. Colby to take it back in his own zone. And into the game, 0-0. Strong whiffs on this clearance attempt. Wagner right there to fester him the entire way. Wagner trying to fight free, but he gets stiffed from Gallagher. Forces that puck out of the zone. Max Lee getting the start in net for New Trier. Preston Watt, sounding number 1 for this team all season long, but Max Lee really sparkling numbers in the SHL all season long. The luxury of having 2 number 1s in net is New Trier. That's Ruud Russian. Simon Chong closes in on him. Dolby force off the puck, Euler, and that's going to be our first penalty of the game. It's going to go against Brian Dolby. He got a stick up in the face of Wagner. There was an elbow, could have gone either way, could have been eye sticking or an elbow. But early on, St. Viator going to head to the power play.
We saw some special teams woes here the other night. First game of this series, New Trier to the box, barely 90 seconds into the game. Talked about the netminders here, and you said it, more like a 1A, 1B type situation for New Trier. Max Lee, 12-0 on the season, only 20 goals allowed, a 900 save percent average. Lee having quite a season in the SHL, though not getting the majority of the starts opposite him. Beal, all the way down, we know he's been a rock all season.
We'll talk more about him in just a
Excuse me, Petreka, not Beal.
Broadcast save there, didn't even call you out for it.
Hey, you're a good guy.
Wheeler cross ice to shot. Max Lee a little trouble handling that puck. Out comes to Wagner. Wagner in the corner, able to get it back. Giapetta at the top of the circle. He lets one go, deflected in front. Puglisi digs it out. Giroux's able to keep it in for just a moment. But right there, Trent Hayden to force it out. Wagner gets checked off the puck now to Rhodes. Here trying to back up the neutral zone, prevent a clean entry, and they do just that, clearing that puck with a minute 15 left on the power play.
Not an aggressive forecheck on the penalty kill for the Trevians, really letting St. Viator come to them. They have to be careful. We know
Picking
there's
it off.
speed.
Buddington nearly had his way in on net. Good move by Houston. Cut off the path of Buddington, but the active stick of 17 and white causing problems on the penalty kill. Nice Houston. Buddington again, pressure. We'll just have to toss the puck away. Kyle McCarthy waiting for it. Spencer Liffendahl, far half boards, looks up ice, and he'll have an easy clear once again. Unproductive power play thus far from Viator, who had 3 power play goals the other night, really powering them to the reason they won. They also gave up a couple of power play goals. There's New Trier, who's 3 of their first 4 on the power play. Start, like Taylor said, that game 1. Wozniak trying to create some space on the far side half boards, coming back to Houston, clear on the knee to keep it in. Drops it below, now Kern in the corner. Played on by Gorman, trying to get it back to Houston. Didn't have enough on it. Houston gambled and lost. Back the other way comes New Trier with some speed. Spacers Ackery. Ackery around one man, shoots! Off target shot from John Kane, who put the shot in the right position, had about a third of the net empty there. And that's the end of the power play. So very nearly disaster on the power play for Viator, but they're able to survive. Miller gets it on to Canetta. Tries to sweep it to Giroux, chips it in towards Puglisi. Eventually Canetta in front. Now no breaks in front of the net. Still loose. And swatted out as Canetta was a half a step late to getting that backdoor puck. On comes Charlie Ackery. Ackery on to Babnick. There's the puck off his stick. That would have been offsides. Played by Babnick.
That was a foreshore goal for the Viator Lions there if Puglisi was not in the neighborhood to say no. Just sitting on that doorstep.
Michael Nobregas sitting right in front of the crease with no attention from New Trier at all day to really get that puck into a shooting position. A good shot off, but a great save from Lee. Keeps this at a scoreless game. With 12:26 left in the first period. Here's Callahan. Pestered constantly by Charlie Ware along the far side halfwards. 4 or 5 bodies come together. Schaefer lends a hand, finally coming away with it. Just Callahan on to Schaefer and out of the zone to O'Neill. The whole lineup shifts we've seen already from the Viator side. We've seen them not afraid. Tim Benz not afraid to shake up his lineup. We saw it in game 3 against Stevenson. They ended up winning that game. Seen some different bodies here in the lineup tonight.
Yeah, we sure have. And we know Tim Benz likes to keep the opposition guessing. He obviously has final line change here tonight. He absolutely will take advantage of that. Play a little mix and match against Bob Melton and the New Trier Trevians.
12:03 left here in the first period. 0-0 our score. Center ice, face-off draw. Max Elazny opposite Sean Wagner. Stalemate, stepping in to chip the puck in is Euler. Tarusian gives chase. Euler takes a big hit into the boards. It was Dolby that put him there. Fluttering up into the net will be an offensive zone draw coming for Viator.
Euler and Dolby doing a little bit of chirping after that large collision behind the New Trier goal line. Dolby getting the better of Kevin Euler, who looks to be in a little bit of discomfort. He'll head off for a line change. Big collision. Physicality certainly starting off strong.
Soft draw won by New Trier. Dolby going to get active from his defensive spot. You'll see him very active from his back line. As he gets the puck cross ice, loose in the slot, but no one from New Trier can get a solid shot off. Dolby gets that pass a little bit out of his wheelhouse, has to drop it down to Lasky. Following it up is John Kane. Gets checked off the puck, following it to Trent Caden. Able to chip it out of the Viator Lions. That's Gorman. Sure no danger comes of that chance. Hackett will take a shot quickly, back to side by Petreka. Out McCarthy gets the cross ice Syverson. Syverson shoots deflected by Caden in front. And Petreka in good position. Doesn't allow that deflection to beat him.
Wholesale line changes. New Trier might be able to catch him off guard if they move quick. Just flubbed pass away.
Houston does a nice job recovering to the near side blue line here to prevent it, but nice pass off the boards from Charlie Acri. A great drop pass to Badman, and that shot just high and wide and comes raining out of the zone.
More wizardry by Charlie Acri there. That's his 3rd or 4th tricky pass he's been able to make.
Now trouble in front of their net. Here's a shot. Backdoor chance. Petreka bails out. Incredibly dangerous move. I can't tell if it was Chiappetta or Jarosz, who for no explicable reason carried the puck out right in front of his crease and very nearly led to the first New Trier goal of the game.
Yeah, you're taught at a young age, don't walk the puck in front of your own goaltender. That's exactly why he didn't realize there are a few white sweaters in the neighborhood.
Yeah, it was John Jarosz who had the puck in behind the net and just for no explainable reason brought it out in front. Not a play, a smart play if you're Viator.
Just inviting danger at that point, especially with how quickly this Trevian team can score.
Awkward bounce leads to a sharp angle shot from Kane off the post, but Petreka hugging the post, never much of a threat. Bregas able to chick that puck out. No, offside wave. Thought that puck just made it outside the blue line, but the linesman right on it, waved his arms wide saying no. Puck comes loose, Babnick, he'll shoot high and wide of the net. Bregas going to be able to clear that puck, and it's going to go the length of the ice for an icing. Want to thank our great sponsors here on the SHL Network: CCTY Bearing, OPRF Hockey, Stormy's Tavern and Grill, Cognitive College Advising, GBN Hockey, Carmel Hockey, and Brink Personalized Nutrition. Brink is personalized nutrition for teen athletes. Brink offers nutritionist designed food and beverages for a performance advantage. Check them out and get started at www.getbrink.co. 10:03 left in the first period, 0-0 our score in Game 2 of the SHL Final. St. Viator leading this 3-game series 1-0. Game 2 coming right back here to Mount Prospect Ice Arena for a chance. The St. Viator Lions in their first year here in the SHL to claim an SHL title. Puck coming loose, shooting is lifting in the crease, and they score! Ryan Gallagher gets the first score of the game, and it's 1-0.
New Trier on the board at the 9:35 mark. An off-angle shot that trickled into the high slot. Rebound popped out near side corner. Gallagher there to bang it home. 1-0 Trevians here just before the midway point of the first. A huge opening goal in this pivotal game too.
Petreka had kept a couple of really high quality opportunities for New Trier out of the net. Felt inevitable. It could easily be 2 or 3-0 at this point, and Petreka's going to have to continue keeping his team in the game. Here's O'Rourke, tries to go around one man. Instead comes loose. Gorman tries to drag around Nolan, but Nolan ready for that move. And we'll drop it deep. Chiappetta back to play it for Viator. He'll be able to cleanly play it out of his zone. Rink wide Gorman. Nolan back skating. He'll take out Gorman. Great check from Nolan to eliminate that rush. Wozniak doing a nice job keeping the puck in the zone. Gorman takes it from him, looking for some space instead. Leaves it for Hart, who never came. Back the other way comes O'Rourke.
Little chip and chase, 2 go off for the Trevians. In front shot, sucked up by Petreka. On the backhand, dangerous chance there as both teams changed a few bodies. But I believe we just got the formal goal announcement.
It was Gallagher from Spencer Liffendahl. So Liffendahl, the lone assist on the play.
Gallagher, one of those pivotal depth players we need, every team needs as you progress deep into a season, no matter where you're playing. 9 points in 22 games played. Not exactly all over the score sheet, but provides some really solid depth.
So far, New Trier looking much more engaged defensively, not giving up any opportunities except for here. Sharp angle shot from Kanena. So no sooner than I say it, and to make the broadcaster look bad, Kanena another sharp angle shot in front. Hart, backhanded no break as he shoots. And Lee, not knowing where that puck was.
Yeah, Lee spun around a little bit unsure of himself. He'd swallowed the puck up between the pads. A great opportunity there by the St. Viator Lions, coming on strong here. They want that goal back. They keep attacking like this, they'll get it.
8:20 left in the first period. St. Viator in search of a game-tying goal as New Trier got out in front just a couple of minutes ago. Here's Tarusian, gets it on to Euler. Trying to circle and get it into the slot, couldn't find Tarusian. Back the other way comes New Trier. If they hurry, they could have an odd man rush. Instead, Liffendahl will drop the puck deep. Now Gallagher. Checked off the puck, giving support. Wagner trying to chip it out. Chong waiting for it back at the point, never got it. Other way comes Euler. He's got space. He shoots up over the shoulder of Lee. That comes careening out of the St. Viator zone. And they'll regroup. A couple of rushes in a row where St. Viator's put together some nice offensive possessions. You need to follow that up, though. Both these have been one and done. They need that second and third opportunity. Big check on the board. Euler takes Chong out. Here's Tarosian. He'll shoot. Fought off by Lee. Crazy bounces. Dolby's able to glove that play on. Back check from Tarosian. Causes that puck to come loose. No one back door for St. Viator's. They got a couple of fresh bodies on the back end.
Great shift there by the St. Viator Lions. Kevin Euler with a few opportunities and a big hit, causing the best Viator chance here in the last few minutes.
And you can't forget about the back check from Tarusian, who caused that puck to come loose. Puglisi, a shot deflected. Ackery now in the corner, backhanded pass into the slot, but a waiting Lion took that one away. Back comes Raymond Hart. Hart looks, he'll shoot, deflected. Lee's easily able to keep that puck out.
Leisurely.
Max Lee. Pretty nice opportunity here in game 2 of the playoffs. Obviously, Justin Watt, the unbridled starter for New Trier, didn't have a great game the other night. I've seen him have much better games. A couple of goals I'm sure he'd tell you he should have kept out. So I would imagine we would see him should we have a game 3 tomorrow. Kanena not able to win this draw. Ackery tries to scoop it out. Nolan up the sideboard, just out of the zone. Houston, he gambled, very nearly gave Kane a free ride down the ice. The puck takes a weird bounce off the netting. Euler with a good stick to keep this Offensive zone chance alive. Canetta can't get a shot off. Ackery back in support, knocks it loose. Payne rink wide to Nolan. Nolan will just drop it deep, send Ackery in on the forecheck. Quickly erased by St. Viator. Stretch past Snobregas, just behind center ice, so that'll be icing. Those are the kind of icings. We talked about it the other night. You don't want to give New Trier offensive zone opportunities that you don't have to. And icings like that are those exact kind of face-offs that you don't have to give up.
No, absolutely, and it was not, you said it, not a good icing. It's a lazy icing. All 5 Viator jerseys went off. They were clearly tired. It was an intentional ice. Not what you need, not against this team. Expect better from our Lions. But a great game so far. I'm enjoying it.
By New Trier. Syverson shoots, blocked in front by Gorman. Awkward bounce off the board. Still loose in between the circles. Finally scooped away by Wozniak. He'll toss the puck off the boards, past himself. He gets sandwiched as he goes, but saves an icing. Gorman in the corner battling away with it comes Syverson. Now McCarthy plays up ice with Charlie Ware.
Wow. He barely kept that onside. The Viator coaching staff yelling for an offsides to be called.
We're going to get a whistle.
And that's off.
And a face-off draw to the right of Petreka. We talked about Petreka going into game 1 of the finals. Mike Petreka was 4-1 in the playoffs with a .943 save percentage. Had kept 133 of 141 shots on night. He gave up 3 goals the other night, so those numbers may have come down a little bit, but he's been outstanding. We talked about a guy like Petreka can carry his team in a series.
Absolutely, and in the regular season he went 11-5 with a .910 save percentage, so he went from excellent up to only better than that, bringing in a perfect elite game so far in the playoffs for the St. Viator Lions. A huge piece, obviously.
He's going to have to continue to come up large for this team if they want to find another upset here tonight. This puck comes loose, icing wave. Chasing for it is Euler. He gets steered off the puck. Nice play by Brian Dolby. That puck comes bounding out of the playing surface. And we'll have an offensive zone draw coming for Viator.
Dolby not pleased there. He fired the puck right out. That would have been 2 minutes in the NHL.
Axel Sean Wagner on this draw. Wagner wins it. Tarosian shot. Blocked by Caden. Hackett tries to swat it back. Instead, creates an opportunity here for Viator. Wagner tried to get the puck in between the circles. No one home. Here's Caden. Zelazny with speed, skates wide, gets checked off the puck, and cleared by St. Viator. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first period. Our lone goal so far, Ryan Gallagher for New Trier. Here's Euler, makes a nice play around one defender. That's Simon Chong. He sandwiches. Wagner tries to get a deflection backdoor from Tarosian. He just misses it. Chiappetta, aggressive from his defensive spot, keeps this going. Skates around 2 New Trier defenders, eventually loses the puck. That'll be an icing, so both ways, a couple of undisciplined icings here. And same way here with Sean Wagner's ability to win face-off draws. It's a huge advantage too for Viator in the face-off circle.
Yeah, it sure is. That's the Sean Wagner we know and love here on the SHL. Winning draws, playing physical, being in the right spot at the right time. We saw him pick a pocket of a New Trier forward, come back the other way, get a shot on net. We love Sean Wagner. Night in, night out, just an electric player. I think I've said his name about 1,000 times here the last month and a half or so.
Founding member of the Sean Wagner SHL Network fan
club. Absolutely. I might be the president. I mean, just the way he plays this game, the kind of guy you can build a team around. Just endless amounts of heart, plenty of talent, an unbelievable hockey sense and spatial awareness and IQ. I'm going to shut up about Sean Wagner now, but man, is he fun to watch.
Now this face-off draw to come outside of the New Trier zone. I'm not sure why. Hart immediately off the draw. Good stick lift from Gallagher. Hart was skating into a danger zone. Gallagher aware of that. Lifted his stick, ended the rush. Here's Liffendahl. Very nearly beats Petreka as he skated left and shot right. This puck is cleared and go the length of the ice for an icing. Thank our great sponsors here on the SHL Network. CCTY Bearing, OPRF Hockey, Stormy's Tavern and Grill, Cognitive College Advising, GBN Hockey, Carmel Hockey, and Brink Personalized Nutrition. Thank our great sponsors for giving us opportunities like tonight. This absolutely sold out Mount Prospect Ice Arena. People lining both sides of the glass. Great crowd we have here tonight. Only the New Trier side with much to cheer about thus far. But you know the St. Viator side is just waiting to erupt here on home ice.
They sure are. Viator brought the bigger crowd, obviously, but they are packed to the gills on that side of the stadium with streamers and cowbells. They are, you said it, waiting to erupt.
Well, Taylor, not just these two fan bases. A shot from Kane fought off by Petreka. Acri in behind Petreka. Puck takes an awkward bounce. Bottom of the circle, sharp angle shot, blocked in front, following it up Acri. Good pass, no one home. Obregas will take the icing.
Another one of those, that's another lazy icing. St. Viator getting tired in their own zone.
But Taylor, we talked about these great fan bases. Also really good to see in the number of players within the league that just want to come out and see this championship game. We've seen not just the players being honored here tonight, but dozens more from around the league.
In attendance, we've seen a couple Stevenson High School hockey jackets, some GBNs, some GBS, 3 Mountain Carmels wandering around up here by the broadcast booth. So
backdoor, Chong, he had a wide open net, couldn't get much on that shot. Now turnover, Acri able to corral this one, leaves it for Babnick. Chong, a shot, gets a deflection, side of the net, awkward. Acri able to corral it, but not enough. Into Rusian, gonna carry this puck out of the zone. He'll look, he'll give on to Wagner, and that's offside.
You said it. You play the same 10 teams every single year. You have all SHL games, all state games. Some of these young men playing against each other growing up. It's a tight-knit camaraderie. And as the season goes on, you get familiar with your opponents, playing them 5, 6, 7 times in a season. In just regular season play, that doesn't include tournaments, preseason games. Some of these young men have come quite friendly even with their opposition. So coming out to watch some of the state's top talent here.
I don't think it would surprise any of us if we saw this matchup. I believe with Viator being a 3 seed, we wouldn't see this matchup until a state final, but I don't think that would surprise anybody if these were the two teams playing at the United States. Here's a shot, Lee. Quick to his butterfly, knocks that shot aside. Liffendahl trying to get the puck out of the zone, kept in by Jarosz, eventually cleared by New Trier. That will be an icing. We've had about 4 icings here in the last minute or so. Each team trying to get to the end of this first period. I think if both teams to some extent satisfied with where they are, obviously Viator would like to find that game-tying goal, but again, same as they were the other night, only down 1-0, staying right in this game. We've seen where New Trier can put together 2 or 3 goals in a minute span.
A lot of fun here, a new line for both teams right off the face-off draw. New line, icing. Bob Melton makes the line change for Green. Tim Benz comes right back with a line change for Viator. So some chess being played between the two head coaches. We knew it would happen. We talked about it earlier. It's fun to watch.
Dolby with a couple of shot fakes around Viator forwards. Gets the puck back, it's half board, tries to get it back to Syverston. Instead, tosses it into the neutral zone. Dolby gets crushed by Schaefer as he exits the zone. It's the first bit of life we've heard from the St. Viator section in a while. They haven't had much to cheer about most of this period. A lot of the action down in their own zone. And a minute 45 to go here in the first period. Another icing. Another offensive zone draw coming for Viator. Both these teams will get started with their state playoff action this weekend. For Viator, it'll happen on Saturday and New Trier on Sunday. Alec Gurn takes a shot towards net. Puglisi knocks that puck down. Caden fouls it up, clears it out for New Trier, gets it rink wide. Hackett skates, looks, tries to get a deflection into Zelazny, instead shoots on net. Wagner trying to whack the puck out of the Lions zone. Instead, on comes Caden, skating towards the slot was Hackett. He ends up going behind the net. Now Zelazny, pinned by Wagner, half boards Caden. Up top Puglisi, he shoots, blocked in front. As that took a bite out of Alec Gurn, he kicks another puck aside. Tough shift from the defenseman in blue. Caden drops to Zelazny. Hackett trying to get it back to Zelazny. Good stick lift not to let that happen, but doesn't get out of the zone. Nolan with a shot. Petreka steers that one wide. Hackett gives on. Backdoor Nolan. He'll shoot. Pad aside. Backdoor Zelazny getting post to post.
What
is Petreka?
Wow, Petreka, danger looming at the back door.
Now Viator just holding on, want to get out of this period as this has been about a minute straight. Offensive zone time here for New Trier, really putting the pressure on. It's moments like these, you got to dig deep and find a way to finish this period if you're Viator. Caden whiffs on that shot. Puck loose in the circles. I think Viator would even take an icing here. There's this awkward puck with 10 seconds to go.
Net off again, unbelievable.
I think that might have been a crafty play by Petreka.
Yeah, the New Trier players are not happy about that. They're heading over to talk to the officiating crew.
Taylor, I'll tell you though, I've never seen a penalty called for that, ever. Have you?
Not that I can think of.
It would be delay of game, correct?
Yes, it would be a delay of game, and you've seen warnings, and obviously the delay of game would go to the goaltender, and obviously a player would have to be chosen by the head coach or captain to serve the 2 minutes.
But there are times, I'll tell you, where you watch it happen, and I don't know. That didn't look like an accident.
It's the second time in the period we just saw Trevian Ford skate over to the officials. I'm sure he said, you got to be watching for this going forward. I've seen plenty of warnings. I'm with you. I don't recall a penalty.
9.5 seconds to go now, and Viator able to clear the zone, and that will be the end of the first period. After one, New Trier leads 1-0. A relatively even game. New Trier a little bit more of the advantageous offensive play, but Viator hanging right in there. And Petreka has been huge.
No, they absolutely have been hanging right there. Viator keeping up with Green, no problem. We know they can. They're a skilled hockey team. Petreka, you said it. Man, has he been great so far. A couple post-to-post saves. The one goal against, sitting off a rebound at the back door, banged home by New Trier's Ryan Gallagher. A really exciting back-and-forth game so far.
So we'll take a quick timeout, catch our breath, come back with second period action in just a moment on your home for SHL Network Hockey, YouTube Live.
When the legs get heavy, stop moving, the stick action starts coming out. The officials are watching that closely. So if you're St. Viator, you really got to preach some patience and head back to the drawing board for the breakout passes.
Order is restored. Finally, we're going to get restarted here. Shot taken, block never got through, take it out to Rose. Gallagher gets the puck back, Liffendahl gets it wide, Dolby off the boards, able to play it in to Rose, up to Canetta. Kept in, at least for the moment, was Dolby. No, it got through his leg. Here comes Norbregas. He'll wind up, shoots wide of the net. Chiappetta, a little bit late getting to the point, and that puck comes out of the zone. Not a good pass there. Chiappetta has to get back. Great moves, Zelazny a couple of times. Sharp angle shot. Couldn't get a lot on that pass. Following it up is Kane. A huge block shot. Mueller. Another shot from Hackett. And Mueller looks now. And he'll be able to at least clear. Try to play in. Only one penalty in the game, Taylor. We were talking about that between periods. After a game the other night that saw upwards of 12 penalties. 6 power play goals total. Only one power play so far. That went St. Viator's way. Not much happened on it. And again, for no explainable reason, Raymond Hart takes an icing he just didn't need to take, and it'll be an offensive zone draw coming for New Trier. .27 left here in the second period. 1-0 New Trier. Our first period goal from Gallagher. The reason we're at that tally. Curran goes to battle. Puck comes popped out to Kane. Backhanded shot just past the far post. Wozniak going to be able to clear this puck out. Would have been offsides if played by Babnick, so he'll let the puck go. Curran looks up ice. Gets a pass on to Hart, who plays around McAuliffe. Babnick the other way. Gets on Kane. Wozniak a good stick to stop that rush. And again, McCarthy will have to play it out of his own zone. Here's Babnick. Hits it into the slot. Kane couldn't get a shot off. That was a great look from Babnick, who had a darting John Kane. Had 2 goals in game 1. On a scoring streak, very nearly had another. His Hart shot misses the far post by about 3 inches.
I was going to say no more than 3 inches. A deep shot. Did have that bottom left side open. Lee wasn't able to drop down fast enough. That sneaks inside the post. That's a goal. I don't think Lee was expecting a shot from almost out at the blue line. Face off near side Viator zone nonetheless. We've seen a lot of that.
Sure have. Wagner taking this critical defensive zone draw. And
Caden and Yaros sneaking in a little bit too soon. So the far side linesman blew the whistle, had them reset.
Comes bouncing into the crease. Petreka thought about freezing that puck, didn't. Instead, New Trier plays on. Shot from Nolan, looking for a deflection from Zelazny, never came. Droz missing the stick of Euler, but able to at least get the puck out of the zone. Chiappetta and Wagner doing some dirty work as that misses the stick of Tarosian. And again, we have an icing. I want to thank our great sponsors here on the SHL Network: CCTY Bearing, OPRF Hockey, Stormy's Tavern and Grill, Cognitive College Advising, GBN Hockey, Carmel Hockey, and Brink Personalized Nutrition. 12:08 left here in the second period. 1-0 our score. Zelazny and Wagner, we're going to call that matchup on the face-off dot probably another 10 or 15 times here tonight. I already called it 5 to 10 times. That is going to be a matchup to watch all night long. Good pass off the boards by Tarosian to Euler, trying to just chip the puck over the stick of Puglisi, but a nice shot by Puglisi not to let that happen. Big check in the corner, following it up, backdoor, Wagner just misses.
Oh my gosh, that was so close. Viator almost the equalizer. Wow. That would have injected some life into that St. Viator fan.
Wagner had about
down there. Wow.
Had about half the net open and just missed the net. Well, Cougar will waste some time as Caden has Dolby far side calling for it. He'll shoot. And Dolby ready for that puck. Instead opted to take a shot. Pass here, O'Rourke shoots into the belly, but still loose. Popped out of the belly of Petreka. Max Lee, a little bit of trouble handling that puck that came in just off the side of the net.
No, he thought he gloved that. It popped off the lower side of his rib cage, and he saw it squirt back out, so he leapt on top of it. Smart play by Max Lee. That could have been dangerous for the Trevians.
So an offensive zone draw here. Kanena going to get an opportunity against Buddington. And won by Buddington. Swept back as Dolby spins around the boards. Liffendahl waiting for it. He'll clear. Immediately, Mueller on top of him. But puck comes to Gallagher. Pestered the entire way. A shot from Petreka. And he freezes that one. One of the things, we've gotten a chance to see Petreka 3 times here in the last week. We did obviously the game 2 with Stevenson. These first 2 games here, we saw him several times during the season. But Taylor, one of the things that's really struck me about Petreka is how well he does on deflections. And chiefly, deflections have everything to do with positioning.
Yeah, he limits them. He largely limits them. He's very aware, and he covers his posts beautifully. So you don't see a lot of errant rebounds pop out onto the sticks of the opposing forwards. It just doesn't happen with him.
And not just that, it's rare that you ever see him out of position or look uncomfortable. There's a stretch pass for Nobregas, he couldn't handle it. You never see him
sound.
You never see him uncomfortable in that.
It's very true.
Nobregas skates wide. He gets him into the slot. Puck still loose. Comes back to Gurn. He'll shoot, looking for a deflection, never got through. And comes out of the zone. Mueller skates wide, just tosses the puck towards net, was hoping for Nobregas to have a chance behind the play. He gets crushed as he came together with Spencer Liffendahl in the corner. On comes Buddington. Houston and Buddington go at it. Eventually coming away with it is Gorman. Gorman with some space here. Cross ice. Trying to get it on to Wozniak. Gorman with some space far side. Going down is one New Trier defender. That was McCarthy. Good play, John Kane stopping that opportunity. He'll spin at McCarthy, but he misses the puck. Here's Hart from a sharp angle. Missing the net.
St. Viator is swarming the Trevians right now. Attacking in full force.
Here's Wozniak. He'll carry. He'll throw it in towards Lee. That's going to be a penalty. That got serious groans from the crowd here. As that elbow from John Kane is going to lead to a 2-minute power play here for Viator.
Goes without saying, Max, but a crucial 2 minutes coming up here. For St. Viator.
Their second power play of the game, but big opportunity here. They really made hay on the power play on Sunday night. Wagner to take the draw. He wins it, gets it back Chiappetta. Near point, he'll drop it near far half boards to Rosian. Back up top, Chiappetta. Had Jarosz cross ice, instead chose to shoot. Jarosz takes a sharp angle shot. And wide of the net, here's Chiappetta. He'll try to chip it deep, but taken away by New Trier. Clears the zone. Jarosz will drop the puck in deep. Euler and Wagner sprinting in. Chiappetta back at the point, able to kick it into the zone, keep it in.
If that goes out and Chiappetta tries to kick it to keep it in and it trickles past his leg, and you're the coach on the bench, oh boy. It's a cheap piece of play there by Chiappetta, but he executed it well and kept it in.
Minute 20 left on the power play. Wagner with speed through the neutral zone. Will toss it in, but tosses it too far. Miscue by Viator. That face-off draw now will come outside of the New Trier zone. 8:25 left here in a pretty slow-moving second period. We've had a ton of whistles.
Ton of whistles. Only one penalty. It's been majority icings.
It's been a lot of icings.
A couple offsides, but I mean,
Posts off their nets off their posts.
Yep.
Just been not a lot of flow to this game so far, but the moments we have gotten flow, it's been great action.
Yep,
I mean,
certainly has. We got just under 60 seconds left on the man advantage here for St. Viator. They got to get something going quickly.
Gorman tries to skate around Brian Dolby. Eventually gets the puck onto Houston. Liffendahl hounding him as he enters the zone. Wozniak in the corner tries to get it back Gurn, but Gurn coming forward wasn't exactly at the point ready for it. Now without a stick is Buddington. Here's Wozniak. He'll shoot. Max Lee squeezes that puck. The energy that Benny Wozniak brings to this team, though, is quite obvious. He is quick. He goes into the corners. He plays in the dirty areas. One of those glue players that every team needs.
St. Viator's student section is buzzing. They need something.
They're begging their team to give them some heart. With a shot in front was Gurn. Tried to deflect it in. Instead, he stopped it. And Trier able to clear.
Gurn unable to get out of the zone in time. Forced his teammates to slow the play down.
And then throwing the puck
miscue.
away.
Yep.
10 seconds left on the power play. Viator will try to get one more rush. In a rather lackadaisical power play. We get the one shot on net from Wozniak, but not a whole lot of offense with the extra man. Pinching in again is Houston. Keeping in the zone. Sharp angle shot, Kanena. Fought off by Lee. Buddington plays this puck out of the zone. Gets it rink Y Acri. Acri to Kane. Kane tries to drag around Mueller. Can't. Acri drops now to Kane. Good stick from Nobregas. Doesn't allow that to happen. McCarthy very conservative there.
McCarthy's got a pinch there. Keeps that puck in and the play's alive for New Trier Green. Instead, he backs out. Coaching staff not happy on the bench.
Oh, that's not the coaching staff. That's Brian Dolby laying into his team a little bit.
I don't doubt that.
He was
very vocal captain.
Running into his team. They got to bring it a little bit harder. Very nearly too many men on the ice for New Trier. A bit surprised we didn't. There was like 8 bodies on the ice there for New Trier at one point.
Muffed drop pass right along the blue line too, and Max Lee plays that puck. Bob Melton is screaming on the bench.
They didn't want to change. They've got tired bodies on the ice.
Yep, you got to be smarter than that.
Wagner trying to take advantage, drops, and just misses Tarosian.
This is exactly where Sean Wagner takes over.
Tired legs on the ice, but New Trier avoids disaster. This will be offsides if Acri plays it. No, it won't be.
No, the official got in the way. That's what the fans in the stands were unpleased with.
Here's Euler. McCarthy does a nice job there taking Euler away. It was a 2-on-1 there for New Trier, for St. Viator, and they took it away. Here's Kucher down on his belly as Chiappetta to block the shot.
Nice play there by Chiappetta. Wow. Some smart hockey there by
now Jarosz and Chiappetta causing a little confusion, leading to an offensive zone chance. Nolan can't keep the puck in.
Miscued play at the blue line. That puck pops out.
Kucher gets the puck in on O'Rourke, still loose in the crease. Puck was waiting for a Trevian. Back to the point, Pugliese.
Charlie Ware with a selfless dive to chip that puck back to his defender there.
Nolan shot deflected, still bouncing around. Petreka able to fall on it. And now some commotion after the play as O'Rourke and Chiappetta get into it. Officials doing a nice job of just calming tensions. They don't want to have to call penalties. It's clear. They've kept their whistles pretty quiet here tonight.
And Wagner talking to Petreka right now. Petreka telling him something. Can't quite tell what it was, but Wagner Skates by the official on the far side and chats with him. So Petreka clearly relayed gave him some type of message for Wagner to relay to the officials.
And that's where we need the player mics, right?
Right.
We need to get Sean Wagner mic'd up.
Where's that at? The SHL player mic. Man, would that be fun?
That would be awesome.
You hear that, sponsors?
Wozniak 2-on-1 opportunity. Tries to get across Gorman. Bouncing puck. He couldn't handle it. Riders getting their opportunities here. Not able to cash in just yet. Hart with a big slash, no call. He took a big whack at Zelazny, at Caden. On comes Caden, enters the zone again. Hart whacking at the wrist. He's got to be careful.
Yeah.
It's a couple of times now. Could have had a sharp angle shot. Puck still loose. Petreka, unbelievable.
Oh my gosh.
And he'll take a whistle. What an opportunity.
Petreka, man, unreal.
You want to see what it looks like for a goalie to stand on his head, folks. You're seeing what Mike Petreka's doing to keep his team at just 1 goal deficit. Absolutely elite goaltending going on in net right now for Viator.
Not sure what's going on here. We have 2 pair of officials in front of Petreka, 2 outside. They're trying to determine where the face-off is, I believe.
Should be in the.
It should absolutely be right next. Right next to Petreka on the far side.
Trent Caden made a great play there. Got the puck on. Got to Kane in front.
I wonder how that kid's wrists are doing right now. Yikes.
Giroux's going to easily play this puck out. Dolby will drop it deep.
Shouldn't say kid, young man.
Chiapetta gets crunched and he's down and he's hurt. He is not in a comfortable position as he got hit awkwardly well after the play. After he released the puck.
I was not, my eyes had moved up to the play. I didn't see what happened there.
Could have easily had a roughing call. It was well after Chiapetta had released the puck. I don't think we're going to have it on replay, as I'm sure Matt was already following the play up ice, but you're going to see right here, Chiapetta's going to get rid of the puck, and it's well after the play. I mean, it's 2 or 3 seconds after Chiapetta gets rid of the puck, and he gets hit pretty hard. Taylor disagrees with me.
I don't know if I disagree. It didn't seem terribly after the play. It certainly was a second or 2, but you have that 2-second grace period. It didn't look like a dirty hit, which is the good thing. So you'd hate to see players taking liberties.
Well, and the bigger concern here is the amount of minutes that Chiapetta logs for Viator.
Oh, he's just a huge piece.
Top 2 defensive pairings. He's able to skate off, so
good.
He's okay.
Yep.
The unofficial shot chart here, 25-15 in favor of New Trier. I'd say that
Petreka, man,
that doesn't quite track with how I feel like the game's going.
I agree.
Quite feel like it's been a 2-1.
Much more even
effort.
game, yeah.
Gallagher, quick shot into the slot. Liffendahl on the doorstep, couldn't finish.
Wow. That puck popped out in front, and the shot was wide. Some pushing and shoving, and seeing Liffendahl was ridden into Petreka.
Liffendahl's going to go to the
call
box.
A penalty.
Let's take a look at this one. Yeah, it's a good call. He didn't get touched into the goalie.
I don't know if I argue that call. Yeah, that's
looks right to me.
There were a few blue jerseys in the area, but he was not pushed into Petreka.
I mean,
so New Trier back to the kill.
He went hard right at Petreka. There's a little bit of contact from Giroux's, but certainly not steering him into the goaltender.
Right, exactly. In the area, but they did not drive him into Petreka.
That's another opportunity here for Viator. Their 3rd power play opportunity.
They need it. They need one here.
With 3:30 left in the 2nd period. First 2 power plays, pretty pedestrian. Couple of shots on goal, but nothing too threatening. Zelazny now shorthanded. He's got Dolby. Dolby, look, shoots. Petreka saves.
Right into the chest of Petreka, too.
Oh, and a penalty behind the play. Terrible penalty.
That can't happen. Jarosz tripped Zelazny behind the play, and he just negates a crucial man advantage. That can't happen.
Just no need for it if you're John Jarosz.
The referee was right next to him, too.
See if we did get it on video.
It looked like he just stuck his hip out a bit to stop the progress, impede the progress of Zelazny. He just did not need to do that.
No need for it.
No
need for it at all. So
brutal.
4-on-4 for a minute 37. New Trier will get 20 seconds of power play. After that, this puck just missing the stick of Puglisi and goes the length of the ice for icing.
So we have a little 4-on-4 action. A little bit of pond hockey. Open the ice up a little bit. This is exactly what these two teams love. A little bit of open space to work. So much creativity on both these rosters.
Something to certainly keep an eye on here is Jarosz in the box. Chiappetta, haven't seen him back on the ice since he left. That's their two top defensemen here. They're going to go on the penalty kill for a minute as well. So this is
Oh my gosh!
Big shot from Puglisi from the point, makes it 2-0.
Nobody saw it. It looked like Petreka was screened. Oh, and that is a tough break for St. Viator. Just a deep shot from the point. Petreka wasn't able to track it, and it beats him up over the shoulder. New Trier up 2-0 at the 2:54 mark of the second.
Yeah, Puglisi just let a wrister go. There's a lot of traffic.
A lot of traffic. He wasn't able to track it. Oh,
so 2-0 our score.
Big goal for the Trebians.
With 2:54 left here in the second period. Still another minute 19 of 4-on-4. Charlie Ackery trying to come right back and add to it. Hart's able to win this puck. Chiappetta is back on the ice now. Skating with his Babnik. Shot, pad save from Petreka. Ackery skates with it. Cross ice Puglisi trying to find another one. Knocked down in front by Mueller. Tarosian looks up ice and can't clear the zone. Comes back Puglisi. He shoots, deflected by Ackery in front, but not on net. Chiappetta stops. He'll clear some space.
First time we've seen Chiappetta in a little while. Glad to see he's back on the ice for St. Viator.
Mueller gets absolutely stopped at the blue line. Player still tangled up. Could have been 2 penalties, didn't get any. Tyler Nolan would have gotten away with one. Now a bad change from New Trier. Here comes Mueller. Mueller shoots. Max Lee fights it off. First shot he's seen in a while. 5 seconds left, 4-on-4. New Trier getting ready to have 22 seconds.
Yep.
The man advantage. Here's McCarthy. Bluebirds are flying heavy. They're not happy that a penalty wasn't called on Tyler Nolan. Wagner going to be able to clear that. That'll pretty much do it. No, they're on the...
Oh, that's a mistake by the linesman.
They're on the power play, or the penalty kill, excuse me, and the referee didn't realize it.
Did not realize the linesman blew the whistle. Whoops.
So what's the remedy here, Taylor? I can't imagine it would be a defensive zone draw.
No,
probably a neutral zone face-off?
Yeah, that's my guess, and/or they'll put it next to Max Lee.
Oh,
it will not come all the way back down, as it was the wrong call.
Refs make mistakes too. So no harm, no foul, but an offensive zone draw here for Viator. Houston very nearly gives O'Rourke a chance at the end of this power play. That will do it for the New Trier man advantage. Out of the box comes Jarosz. Onto the ice comes Vituli. Wagner kicks this puck to keep it in the zone, gets it on Euler. Euler with space. Oh, should have taken a shot, tried to get fancy, doesn't get a shot off.
There's one drawback to Kevin Euler's game. It's sometimes he just tries to do a little bit too much. He has all the offensive talent in the world, but he's got to be more aware there. Try to get a shot on goal. Not going to be able to dance through 2 or 3 white sweaters.
Here's Gurn.
It's a great outlet pass there by Alec Gurn.
A stick by Syverson forces that puck up into the netting. Face-off draw, one. Stalemate, actually. Finally forced out of the zone by New Trier with under 30 seconds to go here in the period. On comes Dolby. He'll just dump the puck in deep. Petreka plays it. Drills up the far side boards. Couldn't get it out. Zelazny tried to keep it in. Gorman forces it out. Chiapetta fires this puck in. Fought off, but sharp angle shot. Hart just missing the net with 5 seconds to go, but we're going to have a penalty as Hart got crushed behind the play. And the penalty's starting to pile up here.
And Dolby chirped the ref. The ref pointed to his waist. Dolby's going to get an extra penalty here. What may be a 10-minute unsportsmanlike. And that would be devastating for New Trier Green. Dolby back out to argue his case. 2 and a 10. Looks to be the call. And I'm not sure if the initial call was a head contact.
Let's take a look at the replay one more time here. It could have been interference, it could have been elbowing, it could have, take your pick on what penalty you want to give
2.3
Dolby
seconds.
there.
Tim Benz is going to pull Petreka and throw a 6th attacker on the ice. They're going to try to load the box in front of Max Lee and just get a shot right off the draw, right on net. Dolby in the box. Nothing's gone up on the board, but I do believe this is a 2 and a 10.
That will be the end of the period.
Viator unable to win that draw. Wow.
So after 2 periods, it's New Trier Green down 1-0 in the series, leading 2-0. Story so far, the pressure New Trier's put on, but really the show.
Brian Dolby's back out to talk to the officials.
He's got to be careful.
He absolutely does. He is livid. The coaching staff trying to cool him down. He is shouting, unsnapping his helmet.
Someone's got to calm him down, get him off the ice, away from these officials.
Yep, he says one stupid thing, they're tossing him.
New Trier Green still
Can't
kind of
afford
hanging.
that. Not from your captain.
Trier Green still hanging around their bench. Finally, they're headed back to locker room, so we'll take our break as well here.
What a period.
Wild period. 2-0 our score after 2. We'll take a break, catch our breath, come back with third period action in just a few moments right here on your home for SHL Hockey YouTube Live. Welcome back live to Mount Prospect Ice Arena for Game 2 of the SHL Final between St. Viator and New Trier. Alongside Taylor Randall, I am Max Anderson. After 2 periods, it's New Trier leading 2-0. Big sequence we'll have right at the start of the 3rd period. Viator's going to head right to a 2-minute power play coming out of the break.
Yeah, they sure are. We did get confirmation, though the clock operator may not exactly know what he's doing. It's not supposed to read number 10 up there. That is a 2 and 10 for New Trier's captain, All-State.
SHL
Ryan
Player
Dolby,
of the Year.
SHL Player of the Year. You name the accolade, he has it, and he will miss. 10 minutes of play here in a pivotal 3rd period.
So will we have a Game 3? That's entirely dependent on what St. Viator can do here in the 3rd period. If they're able to find a way to come back from another 2-goal margin, they will win an SHL title. Otherwise, we will have Game 3 tomorrow night. Both teams getting ready.
What a series. Ha! Man.
So I think it really surprised the entire league and really the state. I mean, not that St. Viator isn't good, but the way they won, it wasn't a wire-to-wire winning effort. They were down 3-1 in the 2nd period the other night, and they found a way to come back.
Came back with a vengeance.
That's the piece, I think, that surprised people more than anything.
Of the few teams missing from the Scholastic Hockey League, very much welcome back to the SHL for St. Viator.
No question.
It's always great to get a top team in the state of Illinois back into the Scholastic Hockey League. I know getting to broadcast them and see them on a regular basis is always fun.
We're underway with 3rd period action. New Trier is going to win this draw and waste 15 seconds here on the power play.
So I can't quite make out who is serving the penalty. I believe it's Ryan O'Rourke will take the 2-minute minor assessed.
The fact that Dolby's going to miss at least until about the 7-minute mark of this 3rd period, there's certainly something to watch. The rest of New Trier defense is going to have to step up.
The ice still a little bit wet. It clogs onto the puck.
2-on-1 now for New Trier. Caden Zelazny gets across Caden, trying to get a shot off. Wasn't in his wheelhouse, and it chips it in. Caden just kept battling, and eventually chipped the puck over the shoulder. Petreka, shorthanded. It's 3-0 New Trier.
Oh my goodness, they just batted it and batted it. It was a bouncing puck that seemed relatively harmless. Finds its way over the right pad of Petreka, a penalty kill goal at the most inopportune time for St. Viator.
As much as I want to say it's a backbreaker, we St. Viator responded.
Oh, we can't say that. Not with this St. Viator team. No chance.
3 goals in the 3rd period. An awfully tall task. So the lone assist on the play going to the credit of Max Zelazny. Viator trying to get something going. They really haven't had anything on their power play all evening. Kyle McCarthy can be patient with this, get it across Buddington, and it'll be cleared with 45 to go on the power play. Houston has the puck taken away again. Here's Buddington. He's in on the goalie all by himself. Backhand shot, still loose.
Oh my gosh, it was sitting at the goal line behind Petreka.
And we're going to have a penalty against Viator.
I believe it was Chiappetta who jumped on it and batted it away with his glove. But it was sitting behind Petreka. Wow. Just a flurry of penalty killing activity, some danger from New Trier Green.
So 4-on-4 play. Four-on-four play here as we come up the ice. Back the other way, here's Viator, a chance, a shot, big save for Lee. On comes Zelazny. Now a minute 30, Wagner steps in front of this one, tries to get it onto Hart. Here comes Syverston. Gets it on to Kane. Kane in behind the boards. Ackery gets it back to the point. Babnick. He surveys the landscape. Drops down Ackery. Behind the goal Zelazny. Missing the stick of Zelazny, and Viator will be able to clear. So at this point, if you're Viator, now critical penalty kill here if they want to stay in this game. Already on the ropes. Can New Trier deliver the knockout blow here on the power play? Ackery, cross ice. Babnick shoots, just missing top left shelf. And trickles out into the neutral zone.
There's an absolute laser of a wrist shot there.
Taking it away, Gorman gets across ice. Wozniak shoots, scores! So answering shorthanded is St. Viator, and it's 3-1.
Wozniak, cross rink pass. Able to fire a one-time shot that beats Max Lee on the blocker side. So a huge goal for St. Viator. 3-1 now your score at the 13:56 mark.
Who would have thought, Taylor? No power play goals tonight. After 6 the other night, but 2 shorthanded goals. What an upside down game we've had. Now New Trier trying to respond.
More oddities on these special teams games.
That puck comes out of the zone. Viator just trying to hold on here. Wozniak now Gorman. Gorman with some space. He turns, he gets thrown to the ice by Puglisi. Now 5-on-3 for New Trier. Gorman a little bit slow getting back into the play. That pass too hot as Gurn's able to clear it. Gorman with 2 seconds left will just toss the puck deep. So call it a wash on the 2 shorthanded goals, and it's back to a 2-goal margin.
Huge goal, can't be understated enough. Huge goal.
Now
For
Canana
St. Viator there, wow.
tosses the puck off the boards, able to get it out, much to the help of Nobregas. Nobregas playing a prominent role tonight, getting a lot of time on the ice. Normally a little bit more of a down roster player. He's getting some opportunities tonight. He's had some point-blank chances. This bouncing puck in on Lee. And he just has to go into a shell and make sure that doesn't get pried loose.
That was a bouncing puck rolling in on Lee. He panicked a little bit, hit his glove and dropped between his 5-hole. He closed the pads quick enough. But Max Lee looking just a little bit rattled right now. I don't know if I blame him.
Talked about Benny Wozniak earlier tonight on the penalty kill. Still buzzing around the ice. Gets the one-time opportunity.
Wagner's Zelazny round 12.
Wagner wins this one.
Again.
But cleared out of the zone by New Trier. John Jarosz has to play it safely. Wagner gets a piece of it, and that will head in behind. New Trier wanted icing, but Wagner did get a piece of it as he entered the zone. Cross ice, Hackett. He skates wide, shoots. Sticked aside by Petreka. $12:15 left to go here in the third period. 3-1 New Trier, but seemingly some life back in the Lions. That shorthanded goal just a few minutes ago.
Not only some life, but New Trier without their captain for another 6 minutes here. 5 minutes. Nonetheless, a huge chunk of time. With a key player missing from active ice time.
Canana and Buddington getting the draw this time. Canana wins it. Ryder starting to win a few face-offs, not able to do anything with this one, but Certainly hanging right in there in the faceoff dot. Key part of this game. Gurn whiffs. Gallagher shoots. Still on the doorstep. Can't bury it.
Petreka
bails out his defenseman.
sure does.
And puck thrown in deep. That's going to be an icing. I want to thank our great sponsors here on the SHL Network. CCTY Bearing, OPRF Hockey, Stormy's Tavern and Grill, Cognitive College Advising, GBN Hockey, Carmel Hockey, and Brink Personalized Nutrition. Those 6 sponsors, such an integral part of what we do. We thank them immensely. And if Viator can find a way to come back here tonight, this could be our last official SHL broadcast tonight. Although New Trier looking to hope to make that not the case, force a game 3, which we would have tomorrow night. Gorman can't handle that puck at the blue line, comes bounding out. Now Gurn back skating. Gallagher trying to take the puck away from him. Gallagher cross ice to Ackery. Now into the slot, Kane, top of the circle, Ackery gets it back. Now up top Nolan, he'll shoot. Bunch of deflections in front. Never got all the way through. Kane in the corner, scoops it out. Gets it cross ice, Puglisi deflected wide of the net. Houston backhands it and just throws it out of the playing surface. Just to get some fresh bodies on the ice. Wozniak, Houston, and Gorman were all gassed. Face-off draw to come to the right of Petreka. He's kept 27 of 30 shots out officially. I should say unofficially. Here's DeRossi, and he'll shoot deflected off the leg of Caden. Syverson in behind. The goal just came off its post. That'll be a whistle. Draw coming, Wagner and Kane. Wagner wins it to Rossi and shoots. Big pad save by Lee. It came out. Euler nearly had the follow-up opportunity. Kane swept it away.
Nice save there by Lee. Kicks his left pad out just in the nick of time. Good scoring opportunity there for the Lions.
On comes Tarosian.
Some Viator faithful snuck their way up into the broadcast overlook area, shouting, "Catch the pass!"
Here's Nolan. Chips it up the middle of the ice. Fortunate no one from Viator was home. Kane takes it away, has Babnick trailing him. Shot and blocked. Then comes Viator. Wagner tries to drop it. He gets taken to the ice. Now Wagner and Nolan tangled up behind the play. Eventually we get a whistle on the play. Wagner and Nolan still going at it. Wagner trying to be a crafty veteran there.
He's afraid of nobody, man. I just love watching
in that context,
kid play
certainly
hockey.
was looking like he was trying to earn a penalty. So a couple of grabs, a couple of jabs, see if he could get Nolan to retaliate, do something dumb. Didn't come. So face-off draw back in the Viator zone with 9:36 to go here in the third. Taken away by New Trier. O'Rourke drops it deep. Houston being held the entire way, no call. Much to the chagrin of Viator faithful calling for that penalty. Hart back to the point, shot. Somehow Petreka saw that shot through about five bodies.
No clue how Petreka was able to track that puck there.
He is locked in. And
sitting inside on the couch. You can't see that through two screens. A rickety old dirty window.
well, if we're going to take it to movie quote section of the night, two can certainly play that game, but 9:15, we'll try to.
Let's fire it up. I'm all for it.
Checked against the boards, finally coming loose, but right to Houston. He gets an unfortunate bounce off the stanchion.
Bounce off the stanchion is right. It came right back into the zone.
Would have been offside if played by New Trier, the only silver lining there for Houston. Finally able to chip that puck out. McCarthy ties up the stick of Nobregas at the blue line. Fights on, coming loose, and out with it comes New Trier in Houston. Able to at least slow down the rush for a moment. Here's O'Rourke, cross ice. Chong was waiting, couldn't get him the puck. Still loose, here's O'Rourke, shoots just wide of the net. Nobregas trying to chip it out of the zone, but Zelazny keeps it in. Houston tries to check him, misses him. Back up top, Chong, he's got a lot of space, a lot of traffic in front. And if it weren't for the stick of Gurn, he might have been in trouble. That's Petreka, that is. And the puck comes out. Viator trying to hold on here. New Trier really pushing, trying to find that fourth goal, put this game away. Chong turns around, drops a Zelazny, comes loose in between the circles. And Viator going to take an icing here. Try to reset a little bit as New Trier, the last 2 or 3 minutes, really putting pressure on trying to find that fourth goal.
I was enjoying the minutes we had compounding without an icing call.
Well, Taylor, they wanted to throw off your rhythm too.
Yeah, this is bogus.
Here's Zelazny and Wagner, round 32. And Wagner wins another. I think Wagner in the faceoff dot probably had the advantage. Shot from Hackett between the circles, wouldn't go. Jarosz reaches for this puck, he'll clear it up ice, good pass to Tarosian. Had a little bit of trouble handling it. On comes Euler. Tried to drop Wagner just out of his range. Here's Wagner. He's pestered the entire time. Takes an elbow to the face. Wind up. Tarosian deflected. Euler pass to Tarosian deflected on net. And that puck fired up into the netting and a face-off draw
Probably
coming.
good for New Trier because Viator moving the puck quite well there on that last shift. Looking dangerous in the Trevian defensive zone. Top line, Euler, Wagner, Tarosian, able to work the puck with such ease.
Hart and Buddington. Hart again wins the draw. Viator plays on, a huge hit, and down goes Gorman. Syverson gonna get at least 2. His hands came up high. Gorman struggling to his feet a bit. A little bit surprised. Those looked like head contact to me, Taylor.
Puck had been moved up to the point for Viator, and honestly, that's where I was tracking. So I did not see the contact initiation.
Trying to get another look at it here. Gorman, now the man advantage. Here's Viator, a massive opportunity. Down 2 goals. If they can find a power play goal here.
Massive opportunity is right, just New Trier unable to stay disciplined. 5 penalties going the way of the Trevians, including a 2 and a 10. Only 1 the way of Viator.
Wozniak side of the net, bad pass. He's able to recover, kicks this one. New Trier not able to clear. Chiappetta shoots, bad save from Lee.
That rang the pipe too.
Gorman loses the puck. This puck comes all the way deep. Hart comes away with it. Skates up the middle of the ice and sends it down. Lee can't slow that puck down to the advantage of Viator. Waiting for it is Chiappetta.
Great keep.
He'll intentionally shoot that one wide, looking for an awkward bounce, but only New Trier able to get on top of it. Kept in at the point to Rose. Oh, a huge hit is that elbow. And that could be much more than 2, and it should be. A dangerous, bad hit by Tyler Nolan. I'm surprised he didn't get ejected with that hit, Taylor.
It looks like he's out cold. This is really scary.
And he has been ejected. Tyler Nolan is furious and is barking at the Viator bench. And the Viator bench is barking right back.
New Trier just losing any ounce of discipline here late in the game. A high hit.
And now we have movement. So just to be clear, we have movement where Raymond Hardy's been able to roll over on his back.
Officials will confer. It'll be interesting to see what goes up on the board.
Scary moment here.
Scary is right.
Good news again.
Really hope
Hart's been able to roll over onto his back. He is moving his feet around. He seems to the most dangerous moment of the so far. Seems to have passed, and now he's slowly coming to his feet. We're going to try to come to his feet. Hart again, looks like he's going to be able to get up under his own power. I talked about it earlier in the game. He has had a rough last few games. He's left every single game with an injury. He's come back in every game. I don't think he's going to come back from this one.
No,
Taylor, you called it live. It looked like he was out.
The trainer's walking him back to the bench. And my guess is he's going to go straight to the locker room. He's fighting to stay on the bench. The trainers and the coaches are sending him. He's pleading his case. Let me stay, I'm fine. Not tonight, young man.
So just to clarify, 2 and a 10 is the call. It is not a game misconduct. For whatever reason, if this game goes into overtime, Tyler Nolan would have the opportunity to come back in the game. But because with only 6:23 left here in the third, could not rejoin play until overtime, they thought better to diffuse tensions.
So the second 2 and a 10 going the way of the Trevians. The first, Brian Doby should be out of the box.
Yeah, he's not though. He's still in the box.
Yeah, he is.
That penalty happened with 2 seconds left in the second period, and if my third grade math serves me correct, he should have been coming out at about the 7-minute mark of the third period. And on we play, huge 5-on-3 right now for St. Viator. They have to find at least one goal right here. Here's Houston, cross ice Chiappetta. Chiappetta drops Wagner. Up top, Chiappetta skates in, shoots, deflected just wide of the net. Wagner collects it, 40 seconds on the 5-on-3. Wagner shoots. Lee fights it off into the netting. 37 seconds remain, 5-on-3.
St. Viator head coach Tim Benz using the big-bodied Alec Gurn in front of the net. If you're a Blackhawks fan, you know this tactic. It was used with Dustin Bufflin in the 2010 Stanley Cup playoffs. Religiously put the big body in front of the net, clog up the middle, screen the goaltender, wreak havoc on the looming defenders, and try to bury loose pucks. Gurn, one of the taller, stronger players on this Viator lineup, can play that role perfectly.
Wagner wins another offensive zone draw. Chiappetta almost blows a tire. Gets it Wagner. He circles, looks, cross ice. Giroux's back up top. Chiappetta shoots. Fought off by Lee. Euler gets it in the corner. Back to Houston. Now Euler looks. He drops. He'll shoot. Deflected. Puck still loose in the crease. And with quick whistle.
Yep. Puck was loose.
And 12 seconds remains. 5-on-3.
Max Lee didn't know where it was, so he dropped back and sprawled out like a starfish.
And had some sticks digging in some places you don't want to have happen if you're a goaltender.
We got 12 seconds left before it becomes just a single man advantage. John Babnick for New Trier, the forward all the way back at the defensive side of the bench for the Trevians. He'll get the nod to hop the boards and get in as fast as he can.
Wagner and Zelazny. And Zelazny winning this one, and they'll be able to clear. That'll just about do it for the 5-on-3. And about a minute of 5-on-4 will remain. Out of the box comes Syverson, and he heads straight for the bench. On comes Trent Caden. 5-on-4, Chiappetta wins this puck in behind Lee. Sharp angle, Euler, the stick of McCarthy.
Euler had that at the back door. McCarthy turned and got a stick on it just at the last second, popping the puck up and out of play. Great job by McCarthy. Euler almost able to put one up on the board and draw Viator within one. You're almost at the 5-minute mark. What an exciting last few minutes. Oh my
48
gosh.
seconds remaining here. Face-off draw is stalemate. Eventually possession taken by New Trier. Couldn't clear it. Hart keeps it in. That is Raymond Hart back on the ice. A little bit surprised to see that, to be honest with you.
Too. I really don't like that one bit.
Don't want to speculate too much on what was the eventual injury.
No,
Just
but
from what we saw,
Right.
It was ugly, but we'll leave it to the health professionals.
I really don't like that. Head safety is just too serious a thing for these young athletes.
Here's Ray Hart. He skates, looks rink wide, gets a little bit of a pick from Mueller. Skates, looking, he got hooked the entire way, didn't get a call on it. Wozniak near side half boards, drops Hart. That's the end of the power play. Back to 5-on-5. So New Trier escaping huge danger, and now they're going to have a chance. Here comes Trent Caden. Puck comes loose. Buddington can't get a shot off. There's Petreka being aggressive out of his net. 4 minutes to go in the third period.
Syverston pulls out the sand wedge, chips it in.
So 3:59 to go in the third. 2-goal lead for New Trier, trying to force a game 3. John Kane able to win this draw. Brian Dolby
Back
should
on the
have
ice.
some fresh legs after spending an extended time in the box. He
About
wants
as
a
fresh
shot
as
right
you can
away.
get 'em.
He wants a shot right away. Gets his stick lifted as he tried. Played out to Rusian. Just misses his stick on the carom. Very nearly a dangerous play by Dolby, able to get the puck onto Kane. Kane rink wide. Buddington onto Kane. Trying to get it across. Puck loose in the slot. No one could get a shot off. Rusian kicks this puck to his stick. He looks up, looking for a goal. It would be icy if it would have been played. Now Dolby. Syverston content to spread the ice out a little bit, make Viator chase him with 3 minutes to go in the third. Winning the race to this puck was Ackery. Now Babnick tied up and forced out. On comes Mueller. He beats Chung. Mueller tries to stop, doesn't really get much of a shot off. Not really sure what Mueller was going for there.
He had Chung beat. Chung overcorrected on the backward crossover to the inside. Euler walked him to the outside. He had the room. Had he pulled that to the backhand, he would have no doubt beat Max Lee. Instead, he keeps it on the forehand and just puts it up into the stomach of Max Lee.
St. Viator taking their time out here. And I wonder, with the offensive zone draw coming, if they'll start with 6 attackers on the ice. Down 2:42 to go. Would be
A little
slightly aggressive.
but it's certainly a possibility. Not down 1, you're down 2. You need them now.
You go back to obviously the effort goal. You never question that. Trent Caden got that third goal, but shorthanded, just kind of chopping. It was kind of an awkward bounce that just kind of caromed up into the top left corner of the net over the shoulder of Petreka. And this is a 2-1 game, but I have a much different feeling right now. Obviously, Caden working hard to get that power play goal. It just goes to show you those important moments can happen at any time, and in the case for New Trier right now, surely looks like it happened shorthanded on that penalty kill.
.242
Actually,
in a pivotal game 2.
as much as we've talked about Petreka tonight, he has been outstanding. Max Lee getting the start tonight has been even better, only giving up 1 goal, not as many chances on net, but he's had here in the third period 2 or 3 grade A saves to keep this at a winnable margin for New Trier. 2:42, here we go. Wagner wins the face-off draw. It is still 5-on-5. Wagner shoots, comes backdoor Mueller. He'll shoot again, wide of the net. Petreka's still in his net. You wonder if they had a 6 attacker on there, is that roughly the area he would have been? You'll have to wonder. This comes to Mueller. Chiappetta has some trouble at the blue line. It comes out of the zone. So Viator will have to clear with 2:18 to go. So now you would guess the next possession, Viator's able to get in the offensive zone. Petreka would come off.
Yep.
Oh, and now some.
Oh.
My goodness.
Just don't walk the puck in front of your own goalie.
There's Wagner. He skates. Off goes Petreka. 6 attackers on the ice for Viator. Following it up, Mueller just inexplicably tries to throw that puck towards the front of the net. O'Rourke with some space. Try to get that empty net goal. Can't. Here's Chiappetta. Chiappetta shoots easily into the glove of Lee. Right in that sequence, you go back here. Go back here to the play, right beside the net. As Wagner brought the puck in, he really cleared some space. And it was Mueller who just kind of whiffed on a backhanded attempt. Should have gotten the puck back to the point, had a ton of space up top. Instead, turned the puck over, cleared the zone, missed opportunity. Viator, as they have 6 attackers on the ice still. Here's Hart, a deflection, backhand shot. What a play, Syverson.
Max Lee with a save on what was a golden opportunity there for Viator.
And
Wozniak's going to the box. Yep. Oh, no, it's not. Caden is furious. Wozniak landed a few extra chops on Caden, who is on the ground. Brian Dolby livid that the officials aren't calling it. Caden coming over and saying, buddy, settle down. It's fine. I'm not hurt. Settle down. Dolby still chirping at the officials. He wants a penalty for St. Viator.
Sure. Yeah, Taylor, I'm not sure what would have been a penalty there. And Wozniak getting another look at it here.
It looked like there was an extra chop or two on the wrists once or twice. I mean, just kind of a regular play. Dolby livid. They get him off the ice right away before he finds himself in more trouble tonight than he's already been in.
Now Gurn gives on to Gorman. Gorman loses the puck. Houston's going to have to corral it. Caden goes sprawling to try to win it. And not exactly sure what Hart was angling for there. Shot goes wide. Caden's going to be able to easily clear that puck. Closing in on a minute to go. Plays it up the sideboards. Here's Wozniak. Wozniak drops, just misses Kanena. Zelazny patient, able to clear the zone, gets it on Hackett. This will go icing. No, gums up just shy. 48 seconds to go. Wagner wins the puck, far side boards, chips it out of the zone. That's Raymond Hart. Hart just sends the puck in deep. Kanena and Wagner trying to give it chase. Kanena not able to, plays it through Houston. And cleared by New Trier, 30 seconds ago. We are heading squarely towards a game 3. It'll be tomorrow night from Wilmette. Gallagher now, empty net, scores, and it's 4-1 New Trier. And we will head to game 3 tomorrow night. Taylor, the response from New Trier tonight, coming back after a loss in the state of Illinois for only the 2nd time this season. And they really controlled a lot of this game, and give a hat tip to Max Lee, who was outstanding.
Yeah, he absolutely was, and that does not take anything away from a St. Viator team who really played well, especially Michael Petreka, the number of saves he made. What I think really hurt St. Viator tonight was the inability to capitalize on the man advantages, the 2-man advantage.
The biggest moment in the game, the 5-on-3 that they had for a minute plus.
It needs to be a goal. It needs to be a goal.
At that juncture, it was 3-1. If they could find one there as a shot comes in with 3 seconds to go, plays on. And that'll be the game, and we will head to game 3 tomorrow night for the SHL final, and you'll see it right here on the SHL network. What an exciting time. We'll head to that game 3, Taylor, and we're well familiar with the stakes. What a series so
far. Oh my gosh, this has just been some fun hockey. So, yeah, stakes are high.
Come right back here tomorrow night, folks, live on the SHL Network. We'll have Game 3 from Wilmette Ice Arena, Centennial Ice Arena, I should say. to bring to all of you. I want to give a big thank you to our crew here, Matt Budin on the camera, Jimmy the Wiz Olsen bringing all the technicals, all the great visuals, the replays, and getting everything done on the technical side of the broadcast. For Taylor Rammel, I am Max Anderson. Thank you for joining us, and we'll talk to you tomorrow night for Game 3.